I don't know. It's just like, I think Vanny nominating Toadette was like, I guess bad for her game, I guess. I wouldn't say it's bad. I think she had a valid reason to nominate both Amy and Toadette, in my opinion, though. That's just my opinion. Well, what was her reason? I think it was just more so the fact that, like, during the premiere, you can kind of see that Toadette and Amy were arguing, and that's a lot, you know? So, I mean, it is my opinion, and I just think that Vanny's the most easiest move for her game. You know, she's someone who likes, chaos. So this is really tame for her, you know? If anything, if you were to ask me, I thought she was going to put up like 3 winners, you know? So, I don't know. I think that move was more of a personal move, though. Well, to each their own. I mean, we all have different opinions, thankfully. Nobody can change those. Yeah, nobody can. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a personal move. I would just say it was more of a move that, like, made the most sense for her game. Because if you look at it realistically, like, I feel like it's $1 million on the line here, you know? And sure, people are gonna say, oh, it's the final season. Be yourself. Be authentic. Go out with a freaking bang, dude. But, like, in my opinion, now that there's $1 million on the line, I'm gonna play it safe. Call me boring, sorry, but it's $1 million. It's the final season. I want to win, you know? I wouldn't fault Vanny for having the same kind of feelings. I mean, it's the final season. Who wouldn't want to play just a little bit safe to win? You know, Vanny's still being Vanny, but she's making moves that make sense for her game. Well, like you said, everyone has their own opinions. And I said mine, and you said yours. And we can leave it like that. Perfect. Yeah, perfect. I think you guys are both valid feeling how you guys are feeling. I don't think there's not a wrong answer here or a right answer. Tikal, you feel like Vanny made a personal move. Chica, you feel like Vanny made a move that benefited her game. Simple as that. We can leave this conversation. No hard feelings. No, there's no hard feelings. I'm just saying, like, we all have our own opinions. And Vanny nominating Amy and Toadette was her opinion. How she felt at that moment when she was putting the keys into the box was how she felt. And nobody can validate that. Nobody's invalidating that. I'm not, like, saying, like, oh, Vanny, like, she's a cunt for nominating Amy and Toadette. Like, I don't know what you're trying to insinuate, but I'm not trying to invalidate that. Well, yeah, but you're sitting up here saying that's a personal move. But you also just said right now that everyone has their own opinions, so why are you kind of being a hypocrite? I'm not being a hypocrite. Yes, everyone has their own opinions, but thankfully my opinion is always correct because I'm just an always naturally right person. That's not how opinions work, sweetheart. I know how opinions work, Tikal. I'm being sarcastic. Well, I don't know what to tell you, Chica. I really don't. I'm not trying to argue with you. This isn't an argument. I don't know why. I mean, if you look at it as an argument, then maybe you're the one who's trying to fight, not me. I'm being very calm right now. I'm being very calm, cool, selected. I'm giving my opinion just like you gave your opinion, right? Yeah. You walked up into this room with me and Funsai Foxy when we were having a conversation and just started lab talking Vanny, like badmouth talking her. And in my opinion, like, what the hell does that got to do with me and Funsai Foxy? We were having our own separate conversation. If you want to talk shit about Vanny, about her nominations, why don't you just talk to, like, I don't know, Toadette? Like, we're on the same season together? Like, we know you have a Final 2 or something. Yeah, no, we know that you, Springtime, and Toadette have a Final 3, so it's not a secret. Okay, like, I know that you and the OGs have a Final Alliance, the Season 1 players. Well, I'm not associated with anything like that. Maybe, and I'm not trying to throw Chica under the bus, or you under the bus, or any of the OGs, any of the other OGs under the bus, but I have no idea of that. Funsai Foxy, I love you, girl, but let's not act slow in the head. Like, we all know everyone's gonna click up to their own little sides. That's an assumption that you're making. Can you please name one person you see me spoke to from the OGs besides Funtime Foxy? You can't. So, Chica, I've seen you speak to multiple of the OGs. I've seen you speak to Sparkle, Rockstar Foxy. Also, how convenient, you were also in a season with those two. Listen, Chica, you can try to play everyone else, but you're not gonna play me. No one's trying to play you. You're just making an assumption. You're assuming that my good friend here, Fonsai Foxy, has an alliance with all the other OGs. No, me and Fonsai Foxy are just close. You can say that we and her have a friend too. I don't care, but you're not gonna sit here and you're not gonna act like she's also associated with all the other alliances that's going on inside the game. That's just not how it's gonna work. For someone who preaches being so real, you really are a hypocrite.